Hello beginner artists out there. Do you know that there are some certain things you might be doing that are destroying your artwork even before you start shading them unknowingly to you? And sometimes this might get so frustrating to the point that you don't know where it is coming from. You are shading, you are detailing, but what you are looking for, your expectation is never met. Now, if that is a problem or if this is unnoticed to you, it will be very nice if you stay put to watch this video so you realize that this might probably be a mistake you are making, but unknowingly, you just don't realize it. I'm Dove Links and this is Links Art. Here I give you tips, tricks, techniques to get your artworks done in no time. So without any further ado, let's uncover the mystery, shall we?
Welcome back, friends. Before we start, as a beginner, note that there are 3 stages involved in drawing: sketching, shading, and detailing. Sketching is the preliminary stage where you use strokes to create those guides that will enable you shade that artwork. Shading, the point where you start adding light and dark values to actualize the true form by modeling and structuring out the work. Detailing, also called the finishing stage, the point where you start paying attention to specific areas, adding and removing values to actualize a total finishing. So here is it. Understanding these 3 stages makes you a professional artist. Now, for most beginners, they start creating this unnoticed problem for themselves right at the very first stage, sketching. Now, I know you might be wondering what that is. My friend, that is intense pressure and thick strokes. Now let me explain. I know you beginners are very muscular and powerful, especially the guys, but you don't need all that strength to press into the paper with your pencil to create the sketch you need. Note that sketches are basically guides that help you know where to shade and where to detail, and are not part of your finished work, so stop treating them as such. Pressing in on your paper to make your sketches unnecessarily bold is completely irrelevant and will cause problems for you as you draw, especially during shading, which I will explain shortly. When you press in on your paper to make sketches, hence creating thick strokes, it makes it very hard for you to erase. Even if you manage to take off some of this graphite or charcoal on the paper, you might have a bumpy paper which looks so unprofessional. As if that is not enough, try blending or shading your paper. Let's see if everything is going to move out smoothly. Even if you manage to shade things out smoothly, you are definitely going to see that bumpy area not giving you that smooth flow on the paper. Now, to make things worse is when you start seeing all these sketch lines all over your entire artwork. Let me tell you one key secret in drawing. As a beginner, especially those interested in creating hyper-realism, one major key to creating realistic works lies in your ability to eliminate lines and strokes in your drawing. Let me show you. Take a look at any raster picture, any realistic based image or photograph. You are not going to see sharp lines or strokes in them, unlike vector images or cartoon drawings. What you might assume to be line or stroke are 2 different values or colors having a high contrast or difference that makes them apart. Now, to further convince you, my beginner friend, I want you to take a good look at these 2 egg drawings. Which one do you think appear more realistic and better to you? The one with strokes or the one without strokes? Obviously, as we can see, the answer is not even debatable. But why is it that you keep ending up with this guy instead of this one? That is possibly because you might have refused to stop being a commando artist, which is pressing on the paper a little too hard or too much that it can hardly be erased or blend into the background. Clearly, you can see how destructive intense pressure and strokes can be when you are making an artwork. Now, it may be true that you are not pressing in or making thick strokes like I am emphasizing it. No quarrels, but the bottom line is try as much as possible to avoid thick strokes and intense pressure. Draw lightly on your paper in a way that you can easily see so you can shade and make your details. By doing so, you'll be able to avert all these problems that will result from you having thick strokes and intense pressure. Trust me guys, just by doing that, you are more than 10 steps forward to becoming a professional artist. Hey guys, note that this was for sketching. There are far worse or noticeable things you might do during the second stage, shading. And don't forget to drop your opinions on the comment section. So with all that said, I'm Dove Links and this is Links Art. Keep creating.